This old guy DIY video has to do with mounting lawnmower tires to the wheel with a Harbor Freight special. So I bought this little tire mounter thing at Harbor Freight probably 20 years ago. I ripped a couple of pieces of 2x4 narrow enough to fit those little tracks here on the bottom. Then I put a piece of 3/4 inch plywood beneath it to give it more structure. With this setup, whether working on wheels for cars and trucks or for lawnmowers, works out pretty well. I can just put my foot here, or if I have a larger wheel I'm working on, I can just butt one of these legs up under the wheel of a truck or a car, and then as I'm cranking on this thing, it won't turn. But the technique that I'm going to use here is nothing special. I'm certainly not a tire specialist. I'm just some old guy who tries to make stuff happen cost effectively. We can summarize this technique as so many things in life. First, you lube it up, start slow, and then hit it like you mean it. I took the wheel and dropped it onto this spindle, and you just put that little donkey piece through any of the lug holes, and you drop this little spacer donut on. The top piece threads on. Now that's locked down tight enough for the job that we're about to do. FedEx just delivered a couple of tires from Amazon. So to install this, I'm just going to take some Dawn dishwashing liquid, lube up this inside diameter, and then it'll fall right onto that piece. Here's the Dawn. I just kind of sprayed it around, and then I take that rag and just distribute it. Now I'll flip the tire that side down, and just with my body force, I can push this one onto that wheel. I'll position the tire so you see about half of it is onto the rim. I'll just grab a couple of spoons and I'll hit one point here and one point there. Use the spoons to stretch the thing over the wheel, and we'll be done with this side. It was tough for me to show you that since I needed both hands to do the job, but I just took these spoons from Harbor Freight. You just put that up to the edge of the wheel, tip it in, and it drops on like nobody's business. Now I'll lube up this surface here, and we can start on the top side. I find it saves a lot of time if I kind of position the wheel like this by hand and then put one vice grip at each side of the part that I was able to easily get to. Then I'll push down on this while I'm using a spoon and prying in over here. When that falls in, then I'll use a spoon and pry in over here, and we'll be done. As I worked my way around with the spoons, I moved that vice grip over. Once you get them so they're at 9 3, it's pretty easy just to reach in here with a spoon and tip the last one on. Now it's just a matter of inflating it. And when it comes to inflating tires like this, I'll remove the valve core with this little valve core tool. That's what the valve core looks like. So with the valve core removed, I fabricated this little piece. This is just a wide open valve with no guts in it. Then I put a shutoff valve on it. So I take this and I'll hook that onto the valve stem, and then I'll have the air line attached here. Then when I open this valve, it gives it a full blast of 100 psi immediately, and it does a nice job in inflating these tires. It's inflated to 24 psi and ready to go. So the whole process, including filming, took me about 17 minutes per wheel. And just one nice easy thing to do at home, so you don't have to make a run to town and throw another 40 bucks at the shop. I hope this video helped you. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and thank you for watching.